Good morning. We're doing a shop update. So I've had a lot going on over the last few weeks. So we're doing a video, letting people know what's changed in the shop. So as usual, staff entrance over there, and we've got the main entrance straight into our play area. So we now set up for 24 card game spaces, and then either 16 3v3 miniatures board games places, or 8 6v4 places, or a mixture of both. We're quite versatile, so we can do a bit of everything at the same time. We've got some new offers on at the moment. We've got the Unlock CDU in place. We have our pre-loved board games. This is getting bigger and bigger each week. We've just had another big batch in over the weekend that we need to work through. We have then got our normal board games, which has expanded. We only used to have the top 40, but we're starting to pick up more bits and pieces from Asmodee. We've had new table numbers made, we've had new signs made, so things like the card accessories sign, the RPG sign. We've got our storage area now has a little bit of merchandising. Some of the bigger box games are up there so people can see them and pick them up if needed. Well, not pick them up, I can go and get them. So we have our Dragon Shield section, our RPG section. Then, moving further down the normal tables, we have quite a good system set up for the miniatures tables. Each miniature table has boxes underneath it for the games. So we've got mats down each side of the table for MCP, X-Wing, Legion, and then something 40k fantasy. So you've got a mix of games that you can use. Each table has things like, that's the Legion set 4 for table, sorry, Legion set 8 for table 8. And there's an MCP set. So you can get out a 3v3 mat, put it on the table, grab a box, and you've got enough to play. And then each table has a 40k set for the full table. Again, our miniature range is extending. We've got Battletech, MCP, Legion, Song of Fire and Ice, Warcaster, one of our favourites, Moonstone. We're moving into some more Conquest bits and pieces. We had some good sales of Conquest over the weekend, so we're looking at updating that. We're getting a lot of Mantic stuff in the next couple of weeks. So some of this 3D printed. We've got 3D print licenses on some of these, but they're due to expire, so we're not renewing them, and we're going to give up the space to some Mantic games. Kings of War, and a couple of other bits and pieces like that. Lord of the Rings card game, that does need to go back down to the board game section. We had a special offer on that last week, and we had some of it out on the table, so I moved it up here for the time being. Our Vallejo colour range for the metallics, the pigments, and all of the basing material. We have our pre-loved section for miniatures, so lots of different games again. Warhammer, Legion, MCP, what else is there? Oh, X-Wing, loads of different games, bits and pieces all over. Then we go down our paint section, so we have our Colourforge. We're due a restock today or tomorrow for that. Some of our secret weapon miniatures paints, getting harder to get hold of. P3. We're waiting to look at a new range for base colours. Not sure which one to go with yet, but we do have some Vallejo, all of our pot holders, army painter stuff. Then we've got basing materials, dice, some of the miniatures, some pre-made and pre-painted ones from Gamers Grass tufts and stuff like that. And we have all of the airbrush accessories, super glue, brushes, and that sort of stuff. Pokemon tins. We have our Death Star toilet. Again, this was refitted out for in our last video. We've got the real bonsai tree, honest, but then we've got the fresh station, and we had all of the new. Sorry about the squeaking. We had all of the new dispensers and everything fitted last month. Turn the light off. Then coming back out, we've got snacks and drinks, all guarded by Han Solo himself. Quite a range. We also have Flesh and Blood, some Magic, and some Digimon cards. Basically, it's an area where people can come up. They can dump their used cards that they don't want to take home, sort of thing, and then people can come, and it's a bit of a swap over, bring stuff in, take it away, or you can actually pick them up for 10 pence each if you just want to buy them. We've got our nice shiny drinks cabinet with all my favourite drinks in. Then we've got Digimon dispenser, we've got the Pokemon dispenser, we've got the new Clone Wars we've been demoing. Really good game. We had a couple of games of that over the weekend. But then we have all of our card games across the back. So Pokemon, then all of our Magic the Gathering, the new Commander decks, well, what's left of our new Commander decks, and then we have all of the single boosters, Dominaria and Infinity. Infinity's doing really well. Bits and pieces left, and some Flesh and Blood as well. Our opening times are one of them. Then we've got our miniatures cabinets. These are all, again, a lot of them are pre-loved, some of them are printed under license, and second-hand painted stuff here and there. Some of the shop stuff, this is all stuff that I lend out to people who want to try games out. It's all my own armies and my own bits and pieces, so that's that. We've got the other side of the storage area with things like Hero Quest and some X-Wing. Again, people can see the bigger boxes, we don't have to have them out. That's our game library behind, so all of the games behind there people can pick up and borrow, as long as they bring them back at the end of the day, that's fine. Our nice shiny new code of conduct and opening hours bits, so that's basically where we're at the moment. We've still got our streaming camera for Table 1. That's set up. We've been running that a few times. We have some tins, bits and pieces for the collectors and the youngsters to pick up on. But that's it. That's where we're at the moment. Again, we've got plans for new bits and pieces. And the Dragon Shield banner. So our Dragon Shield were nice enough to sponsor us and give us a huge banner for the whole back end of the room. And then we've got Bob in the corner who watches over everyone, makes sure everyone's been well behaved and that. But yes, that's where we're at. Hopefully some more plans, obviously the Mantic stuff going up, some of the bits and pieces coming in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. There'll be news on that this week, possibly next week, on some new stuff that we're doing. But in the meantime, I hope you like where we're at, and we'll see you soon. Take care.